1,000 serves in 7 days, 143 a day, every day, no days off. That's what I've just done, and I want to tell you why, because it wasn't for the challenge of it. This is episode 4 of me rebuilding my serve from scratch. 19 weeks into my tennis journey, and for 3 weeks I've been taking this serve thing apart piece by piece. Fixed my toss, changed my grip and stance, learned what a trophy position is, and found out what pronation feels like when it actually happens. And that's the problem. Learning something and owning it are completely different. I understand every piece of my new serve, I could explain it to you, but on court I still had to think my way through it, like reading instructions off a packet. It only worked when I concentrated. That's not a serve, that's a science experiment. So the fix is boring and there's no way around it. It's repetition. Hundreds of them. Enough that the motion stops being a decision and starts being a habit. I couldn't think my way to a new serve. I had to hit my way there. Hence 1,000 balls in a week. The first day was fine, generally enjoyable actually. New serve, fresh legs, plenty of enthusiasm, and 143 felt like nothing. Day 2, my shoulders started having opinions. Day 3, my forearm joined in. By day 4, I was aware of the muscles in my back I've never met before. 46 years old, and nobody warns you that the actual challenge isn't the serving. It's turning up again and again. The next day, when everything aches, and doing the whole thing over again. It's not about injuries anymore, it's about receipts. And then something interesting happened. Somewhere around day 4 or 5, I stopped thinking about it. Not deliberately, I was just probably too tired to run through the mental checklist for every serve. So I just started serving. Toss, trophy, throw, snap. And my body started doing it on its own, without me supervising. The thing I've been trying to force into place by concentrating had quietly installed itself, while I was too knackered to interfere. And that's the whole lesson, and it caught me completely off guard. All the analysis, all the technical videos, all the standing in front of a fence checking my elbow position, that stuff gets you the blueprint. It doesn't build the house. Only reps build the house. Your body learns a movement by doing it hundreds of times, not by understanding it perfectly once. By day 6, I could feel the difference. The serves weren't all good, plenty went into the net, plenty went long, but they were failing in similar ways, which sounds like nothing and is actually everything. Consistent misses mean a consistent motion. A repeatable serve you can then adjust. Before this, my serves failed differently every time, and there's nothing to fix when nothing repeats. Day 7, the last 143, I was counting down. The romance had gone, it was just work, which is probably the most useful part of it. The days you can't be bothered are the days that change you. So what did 1,000 serves get me? Not a great serve, I'll be honest. I'm not going to pretend a week fixed everything. What I've got is a serve that turns up more often than it used to. One that mostly happens by itself now, instead of being carefully assembled every time. The pronation is starting to appear without me asking it to, and there's a bit of pace on it that my old push serve never had. Most of all, it feels like mine. 3 weeks ago, I was operating a set of instructions. Now there's a motion in there that belongs to me, and that shift happened in 7 days of repetition, not in any amount of thinking. If you're rebuilding something of your own, whatever it is, that's the bit I'd pass on. You can learn in theory in an afternoon. Owning it takes reps, and there's no shortcut, and it's boring and it works. Next week I'm back to breaking the serve down again, and it's the legs. Leg drive and kinetic chain, or in my case, finding out where all the power I don't have is supposed to come from. Subscribe to see where this ends up. 4 weeks down, 4 more to go, and hopefully a great serve at the end of it. I'm off to ice absolutely everything. See you later.